So we got this Matt Lauer thing going. Woman claims she was raped, but here's the kicker. We had consensual sex afterwards. So for all the terrible things you say about black women, and they're true, my goodness, masculinity, the loud mouth and everything else, white women. What is it? Why is it only white women that are making these false claims of rape and everything's rape, 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 rape? Now, I've been asked by women to simulate rape. I remember once when I was a young man, a woman I was heavily attracted to. She was in her 30s. I was in my early 20s. And I've always liked older women because they're straightforward and lack of BS. One of the best kisses I ever had in my life with her. You could have just creamed yourself on the kiss that she gave. Really feminine. She was divorced. And she says, oh, we was up in her house, her apartment. And I said, oh, yeah, we were talking. I'm trying to get it. She said, oh, you can have it. You just got to force it. Well, knowing white women, all the black men hanging from trees, Emmett Till, just believe. Just believe. When a woman says, just believe. Let me tell you, if you experience a wrong, a slight, especially when it's heinous as rape, you want to tell people, this is what happened, this is the proof, whatever. Not just believe. You're anxious to tell your story. This scoundrel did this to me. Did this. And this is who they are. This proves who they are. The terrible person they are. You're not sitting there saying just believe. But only white women do that. And it turns out nothing's happened. In fact, nobody's raping any of these women. It happens, but it happens probably in minorities. The Latina woman, black women, because you got gangs and stuff and people got no scruples. If it's happening at all. I mean, women are throwing themselves out there. It's so loose. It's so loose. But the Bible says in the end time, people will believe a lie, want to believe a lie before they believe the truth. And that's where we are right now. Because you read the Bible and it describes how man will be. Describes man in the end time. And you're describing Trump. Every attribute of Trump is in the Bible. And one of these days, I'll just bring the Bible and read the passage that describes what man is like in the end time. Boasters, lover of himself, blah, blah, blah. It goes on and on. And who? This guy. You describe Trump. Right? Well, people want to believe a lie rather than the truth. You were raped, but then you had consensual sex. And then it's about relationships. So why would you even... That's a serious claim. Women have no scruples today, white women particularly. But women have no scruples. I don't date the black women because how heinous they are. So you got nothing to go by. I used to be able to go, well, I'll date white. And you used to be able to get a good female. A white female, soft, feminine. You can get some, and great sex, better than a black woman. Great sex. Black women act like they're also sexual. Great sex from a white woman. If she's sexual, you ain't gonna beat it. But today, all tattooed up. When's the last time you see a woman wear stockings? Get your dress on. You go on a date, and you're gonna go on a date. She shows up with a dress. She thinks, she has that smile on her face, the way the white women on TV do. That bold look of, I'm pretty. And the moon-colored legs. Let me tell you, the moon, white like that only looks good on mayonnaise or the moon. It doesn't look good on legs. Stockings don't only change and put some color into your legs, and even if you're tan, it shapes the legs. You get the muscular look, like you can see the muscles. That's not sexy. That's not pretty. And maybe that's why they don't do it, because they don't want men, they're feminists, and they don't want men to be attracted to them. But women are liars and so they want men, but just this guy, whatever, just bull crap. And that's mostly white women, because you don't hear to me black women upset that you're looking at them. They get dressed to look sexy. They know they got a nice butt. Black women usually have nice butts. Black women are only a few races of women that can have a nice butt, nice breast, big breast, and a small waist. Most other races, you either get a nice butt or you get nice breast. You don't get both. But we don't hear black and Latina women to this day. Stockings, high heels. It's just part of their nature, Latinas. They like being women. White women, Now I travel and I see that you go down south and you see women with some areas, women are all wearing tight blue jeans. It's like going back in the time. It's like going back to the 70s. Tight blue jeans, But Up in, say, Ohio, Northeast Ohio particularly, I spend a lot of time up here. You don't see any women. They all look like crap. They don't care what they look like, all tattooed up, pink hair. So the quality of women has gone down. All these rape claims, men being ruined. Why would you even listen to any of that? It's beyond me. Matt Lauer, Bill Cosby. You go down. Even Clarence Thomas. Woman claimed that, he said these things, and it just bothered me. He said these things, sexual harassment. Yet you went to his house, you followed him around. You said, it was a black woman that was mad because he chose a white woman to marry. So now, and you couldn't see through that. And yes, you got to give someone their due if they make a claim, but you can easily see through this stuff. No. Then Bill Cosby goes to jail. He doesn't get a fair hearing. No wonder the Indians say white man, forked tongue. How do you expect people, go to foreign countries, talk about rule of law, we're a nation. Bull crap. The man didn't get a fair, because it would have been thrown out, like all the other prosecutors threw out their cases. They were throwing it out. The woman was lied. Her story changed so many times. How do you, one time I woke up and I was clothed. I woke up before I was nude. I mean, you told someone I'm going to do this, and then the judge doesn't allow the person that proves that to come in and testify. The only information you allow into the court is information against the accused. They don't get a chance to bring people in to say stuff that's in your benefit, right? I mean, there's so many rules of law, and I know about that because I went pre-law. And I studied law for years because I wanted to be a lawyer, and then I didn't go ahead and do it. So that's one of those things that you regret the rest of your life. But I know what the law says you're supposed to be able to do in a court of law to defend yourself from an accusation. Right? The judge should have recused himself because of his unfair influence. On and on and on and on. It's all bogus.